MPP ene ye obi ya eye wanga se na wo hanga wo ho because a committee hey me so to abama MPP at the end of the day obra enkame and mumududu amohwe majority of you guys watching me, you have lost your capital musika mudwetrashi. It's a fact. Cause so ame nipa 90% of more shops nyam mudwetrashi. They know it is all to ame now just sika na wo 2012 13 14 15 then the sika wo now so meto am MPP a we odwan we dwuma no e wo say gu every say nyansa ye de bobra no ni bi na nka dwa na akotem anopa bia na opede yen die enti de ekosa line eye ekufu ado ne ba omia no asem enti de ekotwi soroku eto abama MPP eno ano no
Maneva sema PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
So the ideology of the political party enya ni bi ne the MPP. So anka ni bi ne the MPP we a anka nne anka gira he anka ibusa MPP said dia na maya Ghana NDC edi Ghana so the Fourth Republic edi Ghana so 16 years NPP akabe bosumin so na mo di Ghana so 16 years dia na waya Ghana as an MPP as an NPP a political party they cannot tell you anything. So for 16 good years from Kofor 50 cent all the way to Ukpu any Abozege they cannot point to one regional hospital to say yenuanom this is one ayaresabia yesi every form yedi asabo form yene MPP for yesi ama Ghana for Ghana for kum not one. So why do we have to be entertaining such clowns? On YouTube, how many likes do we have now? If we don't have 1,000, I will break and go for a commercial break till 919 likes. Let's move it to 1,000 likes. Now, you start the show now. So, before we go on, let me postulate the transpananium dictum. And transpananium. Okay. Hey, in some way, there's some gossips here in Nam town. Say, and I'm remember say the controller and accountant general has been sacked, has been given a day to resign or something. But someone he's working on contract. There's been rumors say the controller and accountant general, no, he's been sacked. I'm not sure. Somebody just sent it to me. I cannot confirm. At this point, we will have to get an official statement from the presidency. Now you say the controller and accountant general, no, indeed he has been fired. But you know this government, it could be a stunt. It could be one of those things. So let's wait till we get the official statement to say the controller and accountant general, no, has been sacked. Okay, all right, Mr. S, thank you very much. We will do that. Mr. P, we will do that. All right, so now me can't say me effort Ghana's development and the way forward. We need to get this clear. So we are Ghana in our Shamia. Nobody is forcing you to vote against a political party. Let us set the record straight. So we are Ghana in our Shamia. Oh, senior high school. Who kinds of betuaba. Or any tertiary institution. Or Sebio, Uye Wejuma, Uye Penini, Uya Kwara, Utumituaba. Nobody is forcing anybody to vote for NDC. What we are telling you in say, so per se, wabra bona obono, ekoswa. Just take a look back. Sit down and analyze Wabrabo from 2012, 13, 14, 15 to Adaya to Aba ye 2 NDC free so. Nafa eno e compare from 2016 all the way to 2024. Nebusa who say the na wo yet from 2012 ABC 2016 obra na wo bono na obra na te sing. So time now was sikebi da. Did you have some savings? Your business as an individual, sad time in our business, no, how was it? Was it going well? Had it collapsed? Your finances, or capital, and also get from 2012, 13, 14, 15, 60 de to aba na te sen na omma di diem wankasa woton nyoma wodwom na edwadie te sen those who travel to go bring stuff to sell moi mutu kwan ekofa nyoma beton. So as I sit here I am like you sebio adwene eda utima ema hu se unim nyansa no enu ya biso eda mitrim ema me so me hu se binim nyansa aban na esi wo no eyemene wo etoa yetua ene efre na aban bebi a wote ene bebi a mete sebio ye nyina ete Ghana ye ne adwene eda yetrim ene bebi ehu se de ekoso no eboaye anasa emboaye. At this point nobody is going to come beg you obi eniwa obesrew from any political party say osrew to abamano now abrabon sisa. Nobody's going to do that. As much as we all want this government to leave power send ye beya or mind we ebetumenya ahome ama yinyina to ituma tenase adwene ti say enyansafo a ye pese ye man no. We cannot also force you to take a decision a emfiri wakumem. Say o hwe me na ye kristoni o ye nkremuni o ye obi a wonsom nyame obi a o ye bosomsumni na o hwe o de wabrabo ende e compare time na NDC wo so no se eno na sa time no o ho kire wo chen na wato am MPP. It's simple. Ekura wote so ebia NDC bae obesi hospital obesi e block obeye kwan enso still uni say sa nyoma na oyema no enim fa so ma MPP abetra so emfie nwotwe nie omeye nsuo onye kwan onye school ombie hospital wabrabo usikasam so asay na wodwen say eno ene yema wa without due respect konekoto my MPP as simple as that. Dia wo fam ne sa wadwen say dia wo fam ne eyema wo sa wo de abanesa ma NPP na ebeboa wo ama wotumi si wo dan a wo si wotumi wadwuma asa akoso sa wonim se ende MPP e wo so no se opese otomo mo na edwuma a wo lose ye time na wo ye edwuma bank wo dwetira na edapa akwesi Indum Bank Kobnado for bank sika na udi ye edwuma ahye time na wotumi kofa nyoma wo ne se ende MPP amasa nyoma ni nyina sai no sa wo feel se ba wo mia betumi aba abesesa ni nyina ama ni nyina ye yama wa tuma MPP. We are no more going to sit here and plead with you. Say, make a decision that will change your life. Because yes, Sana, Sametrana me power chosa kwatuma NDC. Now, with all due respect, no ukra unim nyansa. Unim nyansa if you say, I was someone or show abrabum. Now make it with decision. Say, over now, I change my mema catcher will say, unsio ma. Now, what you have paid your taxes for 8 years. You have not seen one regional hospital. You have paid your taxes for 8 years. As you sit here, you used to work. Today, you have been laid off. You don't even have a place to live. You are now driving an Uber, which you are not even making sales up to 200 Ghana. You are stressed. You were an importer. As we speak today, your capital has burnt out. And this whole change, say, me babet na haka will say, and the misro. Aba wokoto no dwene hu neto yi aban na wasai wabra boni free wa na wagimi with all due respect na undum pempenso a ewosa wutumi gina adaka ho eto aba unim nyansa enu ntina yenia 50 cent kofo tama na ope to me e dia ko eyi o asantime mu ne mma akoda no o se hwe wabra bom neto aba wanka se hwe menim wankasa sebio hwe bebia me free wankasa sebio hwe sika sebio amanfo bi awia ene sebio sika ye bebe wia o se hwe wabra bom inti ende hwe wabra bom na to aba. We are not going to pamper anybody. Membetna had that never any day to beg anybody to vote for the NDC. No, I will tell you what you need to see. I will tell you what you need to hear. I will show you what is good for you to understand. Say, Oto abako this way, but I will never beg you. It does not matter where you are from. Send it to MPP 2020. I will not have a problem. But minimum say nyansa for Ghana. Minimum say every single day, no, this government they are teaching Ghanaians nyansa. And he said, if you don't learn from that experience, 8 years, what you have seen, the hustle you have gone through, the leadership quality are bad, the arrogance, the disrespect, the high levels of corruption, how bleak this nation is. And that's when you will be now say Kevin Taylor should convince me and now say media or what can somebody tell me to metro MPP. You have every single right say to my NPP. Ekrobia Omachichile management and national. Nobody stood on any platform. Nobody stood on a platform to beg anybody to vote. Nobody. They told you the truth. Say, the vote you are going to vote, make sure it changes your life. And it should change your life for the better. And I don't expect, say, even NDC, their flag bearer, their running mate, will stand on any platform to be begging people, say, yes, Remo. Where they to my Ebasana night to say, wona ye your papa. Ebasana is a wow kotoaba and win him the reason why you are voting. The NDC flag bearer, the running mate, NDC as a political party, they can tell you what you will get, how your life will change when you vote for them by showing you their track record. But don't expect to say the NDC will come and kneel before you and say, wona sebio wuti wujaun ena make a church sansio gujana so na ejani ndum na ohonto. You don't expect me to beg you, kneel before you and say mesrel sansio gu ejana ebe show ashe obano. No, at that moment no wajibi. Don't be pissed with me, don't be angry with me. You need to accept, we Ghanaians, we need to accept the truth. Wona utija hona obre ojuma say ujechira she o masku sama saying aban ba so ntumi si hospital baby out is yare bo obi anadwe obewu because hospital ni ho chip compounds we yemfa ensan kan aban bi ba e be yes anyoma nyina nyoma e koso ndim se nye mensa mebu nkotodwe nkan kire wo se mesrew toptia NPP. No, I don't expect anybody from the NDC to beg anybody to vote for the NDC. Whether you vote for the NDC or not, the NDC will still exist. Whether you vote for Mahama or not, the NDC will still exist. Is your life going to change? That is the question. When you keep these people in power, is your life going to change? Adia Katu Mutima Dada Ghana from 2012, Mahama Bedi president. Ninjinane say, ye Katu Mutim say, Wabrabo Enkoye. It was basically something that ye chichiri ye the two ye nina ye trim. People were working. That was the peak of a year, every industry in Ghana from 2012. So that time no more namukofa nyoma ewo Dubai, more amukofa nyoma ewo Japan, more amukofa nyoma Germany. Everybody was able to bring their goods at the end of the day, clear their goods. Every single one of them, from Swami to Kokompe to Medina to Accra to Kotokraba, every importer was able to go buy their things. Nobody, Obiani was shutting the company down. Obiani to the store. But there was some people on radio and on TV, and some people calling themselves neutrals. They forced you to believe you say, oh, what's wrong? So even when the dollar was at a year 3 and now 2, moving up, because John Mahama freeze not dollar near 3 point let's say 3.96. I think I'm wrong, right? 3.8 thereabout. Now, sad time, we were forced to believe. So what's wrong? People on radio, people sitting on the sidelines were telling you, what's wrong? Now, but everybody was working. All companies were running. Even 3.8. Even 2015. dumso ehete ye no, companies were still running. Let's not kid ourselves here. So you be honest with ourselves. Even 2015 J.A. Kufuor ebetna Ghana 1 kilobyte. And I say 1 megawatt. And now 1 intensified. And now 1 electrolyte. The ombesa can be ano. Anka Ghana energy hono. 2015 John Mahama na all solve dumsono. Companies were running in Ghana. Cement companies were running. Nestle Ghana Company Limited did not shut down. Companies that were manufacturing were still running. So ask yourself, and those times, no, or they compare how many companies have shut down today in Ghana. Where is the dollar? 14. So why do you want me to come sit here and lecture you and try to convince you? Say, utijahu, insuo si wonchen, sansuo no guja no so na ndum no, mensa mbran bebu nkotoge. Na membe yo mesrew, wo de wo ka me say, wo de wo ye tribe we nti, se me no anka say ye a, se membu a, wonto aba, wagimi. Na ija na ehye na ehye hwan, ehye wo ne wo ma. Uti ni jana wo na ija na hye wo na ija eda janim. Oba te won chen oba ni frantomago enche eja ne be so oba ni ma hye oba no o se ai sibia me ne wo kasa no ai mimbu kuo mimbu diendien enti ende oba ma eja na hye wo ne wo ma na me ba e be hye bi me ba be hye bi. These are the basic things that they be better na ka kire mo ya man nipa bi agimiye. Mamenka bibi che Ghana for. Whether you vote for the NDC or not, the NDC will not collapse. John Mahama will not die. Ghana nesi wono, we will burn. Who loses? For 8 solid years. 8 years. Se ebusa aban mu mpenifo se die no mayama Ghana. Na so muntimi bioma no nka 1 regional hospital betuma je wo ne menkwa. Why do you insist to say me masa aban into us onto a dear benso? Now watch this. This is Agenda 111 and a documentary from one of the TV stations. Moma yentie Agenda 1111 na Ekufuor must start in Agenda 111 hospital. Ebe sinne 1 has not been completed. Agenda 111 na Ekufuor must almost start almost hospital 111. Or started from 88. We twenty bako and or side be beka man could do 111. Ebe sinne akabo somen son na atoaba. Enkofo we aiden atna abemu infie watchi. These were the same people saying Mahama is not smart. Mahama is not intelligent. Omuni mamebu che Mahama. Omudi omukatwi. Omudi omukakankasa. Omudi omunananam enimnyansa. These were the people on the sidelines telling you, say, Mahama na OC Rage Hospital, OC Sewia, OC Afari, Mahama na OC Chief Compound Ukrum District and Regional Hospitals. No, say Mahama na bomb. For 8 years almost, I want to see 1 regional hospital, one. Ghana, whether you like it or not, is a third world country. Monje.
In 2021, thousands of onion sellers, including 47-year-old Yakubu Salif, resisted government attempt to reclaim a parcel of land for its current purpose. He was concerned about the loss of livelihood in an already economic crisis. He now operates a plastics and scraps business to support his wife and 8 children.
Obubu yen me chest by the man for a woo. O man for a woo. Madame for bebre. Me kura kamya bodam. One job I mean on my judge more than 3 years 4 years. Me bubu anytime my was started no job. Drinking. I can generate one the pan musi we dia. I can make quantity as asking in an for kwalebu. Sassani the hot bebre.
A lot of people died as a result of the demolition. Myself, I am a victim, which has made me start smoking again. There are lots of land at Kolebu which can be developed. Agbogbloshie has become a safe haven for hustlers like us. So we must be protected at all costs.
I have a hustler place. So I said, by being a hustler place, I said, oh boy,
He is not opposed to the hospital's construction, but believes that the project's completion is not feasible due to the current timing.
This time, Ajuma Mumbesa, this time, you know, because I'm here. Must Agenda 111, Agenda 111, so I chum.
The timing doesn't look feasible for the project's completion. Also, the deadline given has elapsed.
Near Boybra. No BA free. So Mama BA P1 000.0.
At the Youth Parliament in Agbogbloshie, every matter is prioritized on the discussion board. Coincidentally, Agenda 111 was up for discussion during a community visit. Most residents, particularly Okada riders, had their reservations.
The hospital. That's why I asked you whether it's going to be free or we'll be paying for a hospital distance. If you don't have work, how are you going to pay for hospital bills? So they have to at least bring us back there so that we'll be working and we'll get money to pay for the hospital bills.
You didn't see any value for hospital for here. Look at the baller. If this baller didn't clear for here, how come the hospital can be possible for here? If the nurses come here, the mosquito were there, they go by the way they ran left or this and what they do call it, the hospital. No. So that in there, I don't sort it will be possible.
Located in the heart of the capital, Agbogbloshie has achieved notoriety as one of the most polluted slums in the world by hosting perhaps the largest informal electronic waste dump. But can the hosting of an ultra-modern health facility change the narrative? Construction work on one of the hospitals under government's Agenda 111 project aimed at building 88 hospitals across the country has just begun for the Blakema Central Municipal Hospital in Agbogbloshie 3 years on. The project manager disclosed off record that resources were mobilized on April 6, allowing construction to commence on April 8. However, he couldn't confirm if the project will be completed before the end of the year. According to the project engineer who spoke off record, this very land is approximately 80 acres and not the entire land will be used for the project. Just 15 acres is what the hospital will sit on. The single-story facility will include patient reception, administration, pharmacy, laboratory, diagnostics, public health, accident and emergency facilities, mortuary, waiting and security pavilions, and accommodation for families and doctors. The performance trackers data on Agenda 111 revealed Greater Accra with more projects yet to start, followed by the Ashanti region. Out of 43 projects exceeding 50%, 7 are in the Ashanti region, while the Northeast and Western North have the least with only one of such projects. A parliamentary report highlighted challenges in the project, including land unavailability, engineering issues at some sites, and difficulties in raising the required $1.4 billion. Ghana's economy is recovering, but many are hesitant about the completion of these hospitals in the near future. George Queening, TV3 News, Accra.
Okwesi Hospital or Bolaso. MPP are buying on Omujimi. Or Kwakwesi agent or so Okwesi Hospital or ball and gata 8 years new. Go for we NC1 hospital. Agenda 111 omuntumi kasi siba akwewie manipa kodim wayare ma sane yare ebi ni Ghana. So why should I sit here say me be paucho mesrew wo ya kani we de ya kani de manu entia untimi mesrew kotuma MPP kama Jimmy. I didn't know say me paucho because me Ghana obi wona wote wo la General Hospital bubugu ye na wona wote wo nyam na mete wo I will never and I will always plead with other people who are speaking to change Ghana, never to plead with anybody. Hey, if you decide to vote for the NPP, you will suffer, you will struggle. I'm for Besro, I'm for Bechicho, Omabayare, Ukubayare, Omubabo Chrono, Ombeka se. We are kwasia because enya wo papa and our fasika de chire Ghana Omedi watem. It will not affect me. So I wouldn't come sit here and beg you, oh, where there's Sremu, where there Pamucho, oh, Sabine de Econenya. Now, where Jimmy, Untima in the movie, Sabine de Econenya. Why never? Andrew, about Professor Adair video chair or say, unfortunately, no, or no, Doomson or experience be our plant when you see Professor Adair, Nanos, and no one wa, just a ball a bed. Sanko for the dear Kufuado buy. And the Busan said, Doomson a costono, or who is saying, or say, oh, Yami, I'm a doing or no, or plant with the fee. Now, oh, Yakubu, or plant with fee. Or no, or GRA board chair. No, just 40 million every 30 days. Sitting, says she malawa and buy. Or no, or in the Kufuado mobile. Oh, the age, or no, call the Numian de. As each lesson in Numa a day. Now, young man, I will show me. Men I remember power chow. Say, Miss Row, and this in a year. Now, what's not ought to sing on your ma? Why we did 45? Why we did 48? Our town spare parts was swami. I would dig our ticket jetia. What is central market? I'll cover nam. Men I remember power chow. Say, a buying a tesino air she would get thee. Now, a buying beer, not artisanal. Satana would get to no ejina hono. Men sambe power chow. Now we are catching them say, oh, ya kaniba unimnyansa. Now, I'm not going to do that. You have to show and prove. Say, oh, ya kaniba unimnyansa by using your brains. So we are no more going to waste time on people who want to waste time on simple decision taking or making. If you people are thinking, say, oh, Mahama be convincing me, Kevin Taylor and convincing me, what about damn me? I don't have time for that. Ghana for Munimiansano. They will listen and they will take a decision that will change their lives for the better. We are never again, at least Mamenka Samamuhu, going to beg anybody, which I have never done before. And I would never do it. Me yesa akrampa na me ankasa no ejuma me ye no mentiase. Mo amoditi abruchiri, when did you ever see a Republican, a Democrat sitting on radio, TV saying we plead with you, we are begging you, go and vote for us? They will give you the facts. This is what we represent. This is what we have done. Look at our track record and compare to the current government. If we are in power, look at our track record and compare to the government that was there before. Then make a decision. Because someone will say you are rational. Sanka rational you are. Oko your constitution might say. Obia obetuma to abani yes we di 18 o ase wadwiri mu da ho. Yaka se wadwiri mu da ho a. Se o compare wabrabo ne ene wabrabo enra, utumi make sa distinction na se wadwiri mu da ho. So when to me and compare wabrabo from 2012 to 16 and from 16 to 24, why do you mundawa? I was a twaba. And international constitution is stating it clearly. You can be 18 years, but you have to be a rational human being. I also want to make journey because you are about for 18 and over. You are for more psychological problem on 18 and over. They are all eligible to vote, but the distinction between Yeni and Yomone say they cannot think the way we think. They cannot think properly. They cannot compare yesterday to today. They cannot analyze a situation yesterday and the end. That is the distinction. And just I want to say, you always think say also obi power chow, obi our offendo and then obi to me offendo. Abra or catch say sebi obi be out in ye. The be an out first the year. And then I also the panasa power chow say kwatwaba. So we are not going to do this again. And nobody's going to do this. Because I see a son of Pebisu Ghana Manato Mutrim. Media, one Pamichawa Mentoma, Wabodam. Now, to one you pay the taxes. And the fact is, whether you pay or you don't pay, whether you vote for or you vote against, you pay the taxes. Oh, maybe a yapano. Dear Yana say, so what is Swami? Now you're more Swami. So what makola, uyejuma makola, usika shio, usika nshio, also tiatwo. So you've got a decision to make. You have an option. And yes, sir, the option is only one. You have another option. One. So all support to NDCO, un support to MPP, ube tiatwo. So all kofa kao, un kofa kao, ube tiatwo. So wana uye wajumu wenye wana uye jumu ube tiatwo. Uya banjumu unya banjumu nye ube tiatwo. Etwono ube tia. The question here is, etwona utia na infasobe ni wenya. Ehona wase make sad decision no. So it's not about you hating me. You can say me hwe hinti. Mahama hwe hinti. Professor Nana men perasem NDC for and tough ones ma for in pepe for in tough wanti mento awana for. At the end of the day, you will still pay taxes. You will pay because the decision you will make today, I don't bet you the amount of taxes you pay and the suffering you will go through. Sir, JJ runs by need your tax. Yaba Paco for by need your tax, need ya. Atamos by need ya. John Mahama by need ya. Send it your tax. What is the difference? The difference, and they say, and the tax I would tia na would tia de biano. The tax, you are not seeing any importance. And when you now say Obia Jimmy to say MPP for no, you need to understand. Say one taking the right decision. Obajin say Obia is the same, and it will not. Don't think say. You see, so that's what you guys sometimes miss. Remember what Junior will say. Waka say tia NDC. What we tia NDC? Let's say brabo. No, because Nipana or ma obreno on one of us man in order no into a brabo. You need to understand it's going to be the same. You have an option to decide not to change your life. Interchira abrabona utimu sisiano wa okokwanso, you the exporter or importer, you the government worker, you the student, you whatever. Echre wa abrabona utimu nene eyamau. If you're comfortable, with all due respect, vote for the NPP. If you are comfortable with where you are, say the utimu sisiano ekosuma pepepa tuma NPP. This is not something we have to argue about. We have to become enemies about. And that is what we have been preaching from day one. If you think your condition now, the money you had when Mahama was in power, that money has doubled. Your capital has doubled. Your investment has doubled. Your lifestyle has been better. You have been able to save. To sit down. To show school. If you think things have been better, vote for the NPP. Simple as that. I don't need to come here and do a scandal and tell you this and show you a green book. No. If you think so we don't have to be fighting over who becomes next president or who forms the next government. We have to be thinking about the next government. How will we trust it? Can we trust it today? The people who want to form the next government, can we trust them today? That's what we think about. Because you are going to decide. I am not going to decide. Me mentoa about Ghana. Me talk about America. Me talk about Ghana. So it is not about me. My job here is to show you the facts. It is also to get you with you me koto torti we to be save toma NPP. Oti asantimemu na so adwuma ekoye bibia ekoye ma toma NPP. Owo amunamemu na so bibia ekoye ma na wo hwe se opesa wo toa NPP so toma NP. That is how it's supposed to be. So why you so ye adwuma na wo hwe wa brabom na oye comparison no ebesinde na wo hwe de ekọ no emwa adwuma na wo ye no egu sika wo save ye no ahye. To see a wampa ultimi nyi akwawoma na say you cannot give and chop money at home. Your friends are now laughing at you. You used to work at a bank. Today, you are unemployed. You had a decent job. Your wife, yourself. Today, both of you have no better jobs. These are things you look at. So, said these things. Asesa, amende, otuwana wakume bo, otuwana uhudia unya uwa. You vote against the government because it's a contract between wo ene eye abaino. Menyasho se munyina ye Jimmy si sorry ni akoto aba. De a free ekufuado ne baomiano baye and a meto abama. That's all. And it is a free omano baye. say omobeye omo share and crying. They convinced us. They promised us. Now say in fear what that thing has not been done. Why would you walk to the ballot again and say still I'm a momo? Then you are not ready to vote. Such a person, you could have 1 million, now with $1 amount, because you cannot apply, you cannot use that thing to profit myself, yourself, and people around. You can't, because you're the bobra. So now you see regional hospital was anti-memoir. And your MPP for one become a Ghana for. And you say, Abambia Banu we see Sewia, we see Afari, Wako Kumewu, Wababe Eja, Sebio Enya NDC for one tima. Otinasi again also just say, Sanyuma way, Abaya Bayano, Omuye, no Omuye, my Yanni Ghana for Nina, ye nya home for so, me nya home for so. And then Abaya Metomana Abedru no on to me, ye say, a Bema Minyam for so. In this house, sorry, I pass me MPP, me got MPP. Now with all this, where Jimmy, you are foolish. And people like you, it does not matter the number of, and I said the amount of money somebody will hand over to you. You don't have that intelligence. You cannot apply that common sense to be able to invest in that money. Because today, say now over 20 million Ghana cedis in 2014, 15, 16. And then now did Juma or the call Japan or the Fanyoma or the Kofamo or the Kofa Jenny. Now and there, from 2016, ever seen there, over 200 Ghana cedis spent at our council. Now you have the opportunity to change the government that took away with sickening in America 200 Ghana. Now we'll say, I still want to vote for that government that scraped off me your livelihood. Wabra Bodwa. Then at this point, you know, such a person, Abain Biaba no more 200 Ghana, 20 million Ghana, obeseno. So we have gotten to that point. It has gone beyond the politics. We need to apply common sense. Because I mean, me teachre, na se me share Ghana niya, na me a billionaire, me a millionaire, na me person me invest in people. Obube to me the sasikana are turning around to make it more. I will ask a businessman. I will look at people voting in Ghana. Na me busao. Be share si bia woto aba e wona be hu se wadwene ye adwuma na wadwene ye adwuma. So woto aba 2016 MPP that time no na wote storm 2020 wote ma MPP and there ade so dwom e na woton na 2024 beto ma MPP a ubu sam $1 million me ma wo, because this one doesn't work. This one here, it doesn't work. So where the adwuma me hu say you were able to make some decisions that you felt to say a bit to me change you abrabo, because you made a decision in 2016. So that decision will make you know a chimo sign. Also make another decision a chimo sign. So why are you still sticking to that decision? Who rapetishiba no munsa which actually one pay. The next day we rapetishiba which actually we take aboho to hospital. And then also rapetishiba obium unye serious. I don't have to give you money. Because I'm a mouse car, the next thing is you die. And I will look for somebody who rapetishba who trash first day. The next day, Odruho, Odo, Okai say, Ochashi the Tiko Paye, and Uchemuno, I'll give my money to that person. Because Oniminyansa, will analyze the situation, because in maybe I'll be taking decision, and I'm a Tiko Paye. I am not going to go back. Sani Pano are rational. And that is where we have to take our politics. It is not about baby free. It is not about a kura baby a wo. It's about how to apply this. So politics is say a nipa bi dia, and then the politicians use you more than abua, because politics does not belong to a group of people. Me sorry no pedware ebo powder eko gina kejitia eko gina malata eko gina eyedien asanwene so market na se me the tomatoes egu eyedien tray so na metonwa. That is politics. Senra na tomatoes no ba akubia e wan Ghana na meni betia no pa me faka free eye Madina ebedu circle na eye 5 cities na anopa me sorry na yaka chem se ya to petrol ntisia no me faka bedru a eye 7 cities a na me bedru dwoma automatically tomatoes na me ton endra 1 city no se me ton 1 city 20 pesos if you say o se me time ka sika no ende e ko mu ni free so se me sa begina eyedien Madina na me tol tomatoes no eyedien 20 pesos a me nim nyansa edidwa. So send me an investor, memo. You need to apply it. And so offer bibu sabe draw a hona be usa dabi. Obrana amebono politics na be ene say politics ne say e ye watena se no assess decision a take here aboa. That's all politics about. Enyehu omo nhye suit omo TV so e ka brofo nyina omo te say wa omo nim nyansa omo nchen o politics ni nyina ne say uko dwa so ukofa anyo techiman ukofa abayire odi 20,000 Ghana na call 200 million old Ghana ofa abayire boto du ubedru ye no ye say ende de ade chinya bayire na ukofa baye no omo say ya tu petrum enti bayire na ukofa bodi akodu station mo de ba Kumasi no first no na mo de 5 million na fa ba asreba and ye say muntia 10 million ubedru Kumasi a uye obi a odi dwa wadwene adwuma obetete woka enti bayire na de aban ka beton 150 pesos and 2 cities per bayire because one also with 220,000 Ghana ni film uwi a wasa beto sa ka petrol de tum no sika na do so no film ansana we hu sesi ade de aka no so obeti bi so anasa wonti so wentumi anya sa ade na won ne friend politics no enti no wo ye no sa afi mienu afi miensa na afi wo hwe udwetre ne kofoma na ase eba soro enti ko hwe udwetre na say dwetre ne kofoma that means aban na oteso no petrol na otum no nyoma o ma emu hinha no eno na ese wabrabo. So why do you stick to the government or stick with the government? Say oda ho ye metro ma aban na wagimi you me got 100 billion kobo me ma. So it is not about you and how you feel. And yes, I will to about my NPP and you be ya. And you wanga say na wo hang wo ho because I committee hey me say to about my NPP at the end of the day obra and kame. And mumudu do emotion majority of you guys watching me, you have lost your capital musika mudwetrashi. It's a fact. Cause so I mean nipa 90% of more shops in mudwetrashi. They know it is omo. It is also to me. Now just now war 2012, 13, 14, 15. Then the just war now some to me MPP. We are dying with Jumano. I will say gu. If you say Nyansa yedi bobra and wuni bi. Na nanke jana okwatem na anopebia na opedien. Die enti de kosa line ekufu ado ne ba omiano asem. Enti de kotwi soroku eto abama NPP. Eno ano no. Itoma no asem no ende yede toto Mahama no asem ene ne dwuma wodi ene omodwuma omodi a o de toto ho a hwan ne bo bra hwan ne bo awo hwan na nabre na wo hotow kofo se hwe wabra bom ne to aba and Friday. Now we're going to go straight and take our business and answer many one or two a year boom yen taking care of this quickly na yen kwenim